Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you how I do the epic trials of Wild Plains. 3 times nice for this. Quite a tricky one. This is not straightforward. Last week's one was pretty straightforward, but this one is definitely a little bit more tricky. Level 350. The problem we got with this enemy is they all do decent amount of damage in one way or the other. Berserker in first place does a certain amount of damage to an enemy boosted by his attack, life and armor, and if the enemy dies, become enraged. So if that thing gets to hit before you've done any damage, it can hit extremely hard. Midge Swarm does, in my case, 100 scatter damage to all enemies twice. Skeleros, if it gets to cast, will double the number of skulls on the board, then create 2 skulls. If they get lucky with that, can do devastating damage because my Berserker on their side casts or deals 201 attack. And Earthcaller does 107 damage in my case, boosted again by attack, life and armor. So yeah, a lot of damage in this team. And they use the colors as well. They use like red, yellow, green, brown, purple and blue. So no real stopping them getting mana one way or the other. So this can be a tricky one. Luckily though, we do have a summon in our team if things go wrong with Queen Moonclaw. That summon can be very useful and give 2 attack to green allies when an ally deals skull damage. So when we create those 9 skulls, there is a chance obviously we can set up the opposition. The boost is 1-to-1 with green allies and enemies. We have 2 on our team and they have 2 on their team. So that's going to be 4 extra skulls. The thing is with the skulls, it's still a risky cast. A good tactic sometimes is to cast your Queen Moonclaw after they've cast their Skeleros. Like if you get away with it and it doesn't hit very hard or it doesn't align any skulls, it's bound to leave a lot of skulls on the board, and in that case then Queen Moonclaw becomes a much better cast. Regarding the team order, Gorgon for our team is in first place, reduced damage from skulls by 50%. Explodes a row, deals splash damage to the first enemy and knocks them to the back. Whether that's a good cast or not depends upon the situation in the game. If, for example, you've hit the Berserker on their side quite a few times and it's near death, but Gorgon's not enough to finish it, it's a bad cast because you don't want to keep it going because it has first dibs on yellow and then it can still do that damage. So I'd prefer to not cast my Gorgon if their Berserker, for example, was near death. I want to finish that thing off first and then maybe knock Midge Swarm to the back so we can pick on their dangerous Skeleros troop, something like that. But yeah, it's quite a technical little team this. Our team isn't actually that good. Soothsayer is a little bit better than what it sounds, but not much. Choose a purple gem and destroy its row and column, then give 1 to all skills on all other allies. So it will gain a lot of mana. You've just got to be a bit choosy where you cast that. And then you will give 1 to all skills on all other allies, which is not a lot, but it does boost up our Sunweaver's spell a little bit. It gives attack, armor, and life to an ally. Then gives 6 mana to them. So we'll be casting that on our top troop as much as we can. And when we cast this, obviously we've boosted this up by a tiny little bit, but every little bit helps on this. And like we say, we can chip in with some of these skulls if there's a lot of skulls on the board. And that is it. It's like going to be a case of hanging in there a bit, casting Sunweaver as much as we can on Gorgon, and then benefit from that increased damage. Regarding the team order, I've left it exactly as it is. Gorgon is our most important troop up top because of that reduced damage from skulls. But Sunweaver is super important as well because of that boost it gives in attack, armor and life. But obviously we need to keep Moonclaw alive as well because of that summon. So yeah, all troops important in their own way, apart from Soothsayer. That's not the most important. That's why it's in front of Sunweaver, because it doesn't mana block Sunweaver in any way, shape or form. So let's see how it goes. A lot of blue there straight away, which is pretty good for our Sunweaver. It's one of those ones you've got to pay a little bit of attention to. Don't want things to go wrong. We're going to benefit from this as quickly as possible. That's giving them that bit of extra mana he needs. I mean, we can knock their dangerous troop there to the back now. But the danger of doing that is, by knocking him to the back, you're not hitting it anymore. And it's going to keep his attack, life and armor high, which means the damage he does is going to be significant. So I'm going to actually leave it there. I'm not going to cast that spell on our top troop that is just there to dish out the skull damage. I may use it when we get down to their mid-swarm, so I can knock that to the back and start chipping away at their dangerous Skeleros. Well, this is not too bad, this one. It sounds a bit rubbish, and it sort of is, but you can use it. Going to get quite a lot of mana from it. And the 1 to all skills will add up over time. Like, this has gone up now to 57 attack, armor, etc. Right, so their top troop is about to cast, and look at that. The boost is 280. This could do nearly 400 damage. This could just kill someone outright. Dangerous situation. So let's see if we got any 4 matches here first. Not really. Alright, let's get that boost. So it's left my Sunweaver on 8 already. Crazy. Hits really hard, that thing. Alright, so let's just grab some of that. Let's get this boost again while grabbing some mana. Not a lot of skulls there. Wouldn't cast my Queen Moonclaw right now. Can go wrong and set up the opposition an absolute treat. Let's concentrate on getting our top troop buffed. Then we can go mad with the skulls and hope for good things. So that's about to cast. That's going to wipe out my Sunweaver there. But I've got this. Can cast this. Just got to make sure now I'll start getting these skulls happening pretty quickly. Right, so yeah, this is not a very good cast because it does blood right, but it does splash damage to the first enemy. So you don't actually get the full benefit from that splash damage in the first place, which is a little bit annoying, but we'll grab that, see what happens. Don't like the amount of skulls that are there right now, so still not super keen on casting my Queen Moonclaw, but it's not that bad. It's going to be 13 skulls appear. There's a few there already. Gonna have to wing it a bit on this one sometimes, I think, but we have got rid of that top troop now, which was important. Can't say no to that kind of skull damage while we got it. So this is where I don't mind this cast so much. Gonna knock them to the back. Let's support their Skeleros to the front. That's in the firing line now, so we can start chipping away at him. And taking away the mana colours he likes at the same time. Just happened to leave him some purple instead. Never mind. So we got this Banejaw. Not, it's alright. Alright. Could do my Moonclaw being up ready for this, really. Because it's not going to create a load of skulls. Not many anyway, but we can reduce it with this. Let's play it safe. Reduce that amount of skulls that are on the board. Right, see if it hits the right... That missed. Oh, that's quite funny. It's a good spell when it works, when it decides not to miss. But at least they missed with their Skeleros. But trouble is, we are going to trade some skulls. One for you, one for me. Oh, we're going to do it again. Another one for you. I decided not to take it there. Maybe because it knew it was going to get another skull trade next time. But they're going to be gone. We concentrate on getting our Queen Moonclaw up, really. This is not a good troop now. Could do some damage to this top troop there. But let's get our Queen Moonclaw prepared. Got some purple over here. Right, it's an okay amount of skulls. We are one green ally down, so it's only going to be +3 on the skulls cast, but we got a nice hit out of that one. And there's that one down. So even though I've nearly done this now and it's going to be okay, it's not as actually easy as it looks. It's actually can be quite a tricky one. So when you do this damage, obviously we can actually just do this now. Hit him with some damage. Might as well hit him with that. Get our top troop going again. Well, I can't you can't actually hit the wrong enemy anymore, so this is actually a good troop. If you get this one on top, if you lose your top troop and you cast Queen Moonclaw, that is a pretty cool troop to have on top. Very nice. Right, oh, I wanted to get that, but I don't want to give him a skull hit. So we'll do that instead. See if we get any better drops. Not so far. I mean, we're going to be okay. I just want to do it without this person, thing, creature dying. I think it's going to die anyway. Oh, unless we get a fluky extra turn. And that will do. Right, so there it is. There's the video. A slightly tricky epic trials this time. Some players will find this awkward, especially if you get a little bit of bad luck on those skulls and things like that, but it is doable. But there's a video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful or helpful, be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.